Hi beautiful souls, it's Sami here with Deeply Guided. Hope everyone is well today, and I just wanted to do a video on a bit of a technique on grounding yourself when you feel really stressed or really anxious, or you feel the energies around you of other people, you know, the energy of the planet, the fast-pacedness, the stress, the pressure to be at a certain place other than just here now where you are. And it's something that I've been doing not as often as I should really, and I don't really like using that word, but it's mainly all about breathing and your breath. We underestimate its power so much in just having a beautiful calming effect on all of our nervous system, on our mind, on our body, on our soul. And especially a person that struggled with anxiety my whole entire life, struggled with panic attacks, struggled with my complex PTSD, symptoms that come up. And it's just something to ground yourself. It's literally just breathing in for a certain count and breathing out for a certain count. And what we want to do is breathe out for a really long exhale. There's is it a triangle method? Is it a triangle? No, it was a rectangle. I think it's a rectangle. Basically, your in-breaths are shorter and your out-breaths are longer. And what you want to do is you want to breathe in for a count of 4 or a count of 5, whichever you feel more comfortable. And then you want to breathe out for double that. And that may seem hard at first, but trust me, it really helps. Even if you can just do 3, or, you know, the more you do, the better. So if we go... and you want to pierce your lips like you're blowing a kiss, and blow the air out, not necessarily forcefully, just gently, like you're blowing a candle out. So you want to breathe in for a count of 5, breathe out for a count of 10, or breathe in for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 8. It just helps to really calm you down when you're stressed, when you're having a panic attack, when you're anxious. I know it's really hard at times, but just do your best to breathe. Just breathe, be in the moment, be with the feelings, breathe. And you may find in the beginning it's quite like, but you want to really try and control the breath. So that's me sort of pretending to have a bit of a panic attack. But then over the course of a few seconds, a few minutes, you'll begin to slow down. Just breathe, focus on your breath. Know that right now, right here and now, you are safe. You are okay, you are safe. It won't last forever. This too shall pass. So we'll do it again. I'll do it in a count of 5 and then breathe out to a count of 10. Ready? So. And already you feel relaxed. It may make you feel a little bit lightheaded. So just take it at your own pace. Remember, you're the captain of your ship. You're in control of your body. So just breathe in. And remember as well, we don't want to breathe through our chest. We want to breathe through our belly. So you want to make sure that your belly expands, where your belly button is, expands as you're taking that air in. And then... So yeah. Now that we've covered that, you can pause it and do some breath work. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about PTSD. I've been diagnosed with complex PTSD because of the trauma that I suffered as a child in my household at the time. You know, a lot of abuse, a lot of neglect, a lot of abandonment, sexual abuse. It wasn't nice at all. And because of that, and because the brain is incredible, I thought, right, this little child, this little innocent, pure being of love and light can't deal with this. So what we're going to do is just suppress it all. Just suppress it all. Maybe dissociate, maybe take it out of the body whilst it's all happening. And when she's old enough, we can hopefully, you know, we can defrost that trauma so she can sort of work through it. If she have had help, anyone that's been through similar experiences, I highly encourage you to get help. Do the inner work as well, so you can do so much on your own, as I have done, but sometimes you do need that additional help from, you know, therapists or people that their specific area is in trauma and how to recover. I've got a few books as well that have been really helpful. Gabor Mate is another incredible soul who's out there, who's helping people who's at the forefront of trauma and addiction, and how, you know, it has a role on our habits, on the way the brain works, and how to change that, and how to live a more purposeful life, or a life that is just more easier. You know, you're not haunted by all the things of the past. You're not waking up thinking, oh, another day, oh God, no, I want to kill myself, I want to self-harm, you know, I want to do this, I want to do that. You shift your focus. But I know it takes something in the brain in order to do that, and there's lots of things out there to help. As I do these videos, I'll share more and more about things that have helped me. But I feel that it's always good to just talk about my personal experience, and to talk about how I've struggled with it in the past, because some people, they only see the end, they only see sort of the end result, or what people want them to see. And, you know, from what I've researched and from the stats out there, you know, the abuse I've been through, it's very common in the sense of it happens to around 1 in every 4 people. So whenever you're walking in town or something, or in the shops or wherever, be conscious and be mindful that anyone you're walking past could have had some very, very traumatic childhood event happen to them. And they don't know how to deal with it or how to process it, and they're just doing the best they can with the level of awareness, knowledge and consciousness that they have at that time. So it's important to always be kind. If you, as best you can, always be kind. And what works for you may not work for somebody else. But as far as my complex PTSD symptoms, I think one of the hardest ones for me was, obviously it does affect obviously relationships, all of that. I think one of the hardest ones for me was the night terrors, the reoccurring nightmares. You know, it's because I was waking up and I was like, I'm not even getting rest when I'm sleeping. You know, you have the flashbacks and the intrusive thoughts, and, you know, your body does things as well. So you feel pains in certain areas, and you're sweating and you're shaking, and it's like almost like when you're having these flashbacks and emotional flashbacks as well, it feels like your body reverts back to that exact moment when the trauma happened. So you've got to work through it. And one thing I'm realising, which is, pardon me, majorly important in my healing journey, is self-compassion. Having compassion for myself, pardon me, having compassion for the inner child that I happen to, instead of being so critical and negative and harsh on her and judging her, to say, you know, it's okay, it wasn't your fault, you know, you're safe now, we'll work through it. Yeah, if you need to cry, cry. If you need to be held, be held. If you want to, you know, go in nature, go in nature. If you want to just cry and cry and cry and cuddle up into a quilt or a teddy bear, do that. So it's allowing yourself to feel and be whatever way you need to be, and having no shame or guilt around it, even though it may have happened decades ago. Your body and your mind literally feel like it's happening now. So it's just being kind to yourself as always. Yeah, the night terrors, that's definitely something that has been an issue for me most of my life. So much better, they're not completely gone, but they are so much better with a lot of the techniques I've been doing, in the sense of dream rewriting. So before going to bed, memorize, like thinking about the dream, but also thinking about how you'd like the dream to end. So whether, you know, you turn into a superwoman with superpowers, or a superhero comes in and saves you, or you grow wings and you can fly away and fly off from the experience. Those things have helped me. Plant medicines have helped me. Beautiful, sacred, powerful plant medicines have helped me work through the trauma, helped me rewrite my sort of brain and those neural pathways and those habitual ways of thinking that's slowly sort of reduced. And my connection and love for life is slowly starting to increase, which is wonderful. Obviously having a child really brings up what you've not dealt with right into the forefront. So, you know, it's definitely been a journey. My little one's sleeping at the moment over there. She's not been very well. But yeah, let me know if this has been helpful. The breathing works for anybody. You don't need to have been through any significant trauma in your life. It's just always good to breathe. I have a little poster on my wall that says breathe. It says inhale slow, exhale slow, breathe. And yeah, I just wanted to put that out there to remind you the world is, there's a lot going on the planet right now. A lot of change, a lot of shifts. What seems like a lot of turmoil and suffering, but then there's also a lot of light, and there's a lot of love, and there's a lot of wonderful stuff happening out there as well if you look for it. So definitely divert your focus to things that are more positive and things that are more in your control. And yeah, and just remember to breathe. Remember you're loved, you're safe, everything's going to be okay. And I just want to give everyone that's watching this a massive hug. I just want to give you all a massive hug. Just feel that hug. So yeah, lots of love, everyone. Take care. Stay deeply guided. Listen to your body. Just take a step back. Breathe. This too shall pass. Know everything's going to be okay. Take care.